The BRICS summit just wrapped up in Rio de Janeiro, and the final declaration had a lot to say. From condemning United States and Israeli strikes on Iran to backing a Palestinian state.
BRICS is convinced that we don't want a world under tutelage. We don't want any more Cold War. We don't want any more disrespect of sovereignty, nor any more wars. We need structural changes to live in the 21st century and not in 1945. Look what's happening in Gaza. It defies the imagination of any mortal on planet Earth.
BRICS nations took a united stand on several global issues, but they were also notably silent on others, like the war in Ukraine, even though one of their own is leading it. So what exactly did BRICS say, and what was left out? Let's break it down. BRICS started in 2009 with 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Today, it's a 10-member bloc. Indonesia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates have joined, and dozens more are lining up. This year's summit was hosted by Brazil. Most leaders attended, but China's Xi Jinping, Russia's Vladimir Putin, and Iran's President Pezeshkian were not there in person. Russia and Iran were represented by their foreign ministers. China sent Premier Li Qiang. Now let's talk about the declaration. One of the strongest messages in the BRICS declaration was about the June attacks on Iran. The group called the US and Israeli bombings a blatant breach of international law. The strikes began on June 13th with Israel targeting Iranian military, nuclear, and civilian sites, killing over 900 people. The US joined days later, dropping bunker buster bombs. Iran retaliated with missiles and drones, killing 29 people in Israel. A US brokered ceasefire came into effect on June 24th. BRICS called for protection of nuclear facilities during conflict and stressed the need to safeguard civilians and the environment. BRICS also spoke out on Gaza. The bloc opposed the use of starvation as a weapon of war and criticized Israel's restrictions on aid. It voiced support for UNRWA, the UN agency banned by Israel, and condemned the shooting of Palestinians at private aid sites. The group reaffirmed support for a two-state solution, calling Gaza and the West Bank part of a future Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as the capital. Interestingly, the declaration avoids directly mentioning Russia's war in Ukraine. It simply called for a sustainable peace settlement and instead focused on condemning Ukrainian strikes on Russian soil in May and June, with the Russian officials in the room and Putin avoiding travel due to an ICC warrant. This part of the statement was carefully worded, highlighting just how complex BRICS diplomacy can be. The group also condemned the Pahalgam attack in Indian-occupied Kashmir, which left 26 civilians dead in April. But despite Indian Prime Minister Modi being present, the statement did not name Pakistan, which India has blamed. Instead, BRICS called for zero tolerance on terrorism and warned against double standards in how countries approach counter-terrorism. Trade was another key issue. BRICS criticized the unilateral tariff barriers seen as a direct swipe at US President Donald Trump's protectionist trade policy. Trump quickly fired back, threatening an extra 10% tariff on any country, aligning with what he called BRICS' anti-American policy. With July 9 as the deadline for trade talks, BRICS is warning that US tariffs risk disrupting supply chains and pushing the global economy into more uncertainty.
Told you specifically, but I told anybody that would listen, they have to do that. And we had a very nice call, and I agreed to move it. I believe June 9th would be, July 9th would be the date. That was the date she requested. Could we move it from June 1st to July 9th? And I agreed to do that. And that she said we will rapidly get together and see if we can work something.
The bloc also took aim at economic sanctions, especially those imposed by the US. BRICS said unilateral coercive measures violate international law and harm human rights. Iran and Russia, both under long-standing US sanctions, have pushed for this stance. The declaration reflects growing frustration across the global south with how sanctions are used as foreign policy tools. So what did this BRICS summit reveal? A bloc trying to present a united front calling out global double standards, but also navigating its own internal contradictions, clear stances on Gaza, Iran, and trade, but quiet on Ukraine and careful on Kashmir. As BRICS expands and its voice grows louder, the question remains, can it stay united while balancing so many national interests? We'll have to see.